Beacon Network and the fight against cryptocurrency crime. In recent years, we've heard more and more about scams, fraud, and crimes involving cryptocurrencies. But today we've heard a major news story. The world's largest platforms have decided to join forces to change this. Binance, Coinbase, PayPal, OKX, Stripe, Kraken, Robinhood, and even Ripple are now part of a new global network called the Beacon Network, created by TRM Labs. The goal is simple but bold: to intercept illicit transactions before criminals can withdraw funds from the system. And how does it work? Verified researchers identify suspicious wallets. The Beacon Network then automatically tracks the connections to these wallets and triggers real-time alerts. Thus, when funds of illicit origin reach participating exchanges, the system allows these companies to freeze the deposit before it is withdrawn. This advancement is not happening in isolation. TRM Labs has collaborated with law enforcement and federal authorities in several jurisdictions. The United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Germany, Ireland, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, Switzerland, South Korea, and Australia. These countries now have a direct channel for reporting wallets linked to ransomware, terrorist financing, child exploitation, digital scams, and even cyberattacks by North Korean agents. In other words, law enforcement is moving from a reactive model, where action is only taken after a crime has occurred, to a proactive model that seeks to prevent it from happening. This move could mark the beginning of a new phase of institutionalization in the cryptocurrency sector. On the one hand, it increases the credibility of the ecosystem with governments and institutional investors. On the other hand, it raises the debate about privacy and decentralization, as some critics may question the extent to which this mass collaboration opens the way for excessive control. But the fact is that the market is moving toward professionalization. With big names like Binance, Coinbase, and PayPal participating, the Beacon Network could quickly become a global standard for fighting digital crime. If successful, it will be much more difficult for criminals to launder illicit funds through exchanges and payment systems. And for everyday users? This could mean greater security, more trust, and less risk of falling into financial traps. Now, here's the reward for those who stuck it out. This movement shows that, even in an industry marked by innovation and decentralization, global cooperation can be decisive. By uniting cryptocurrency giants, payment companies, and authorities from different countries, the Beacon Network could represent a game-changer in the future of digital money. If you want to continue following how these transformations may affect the cryptocurrency ecosystem and the global financial system, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. We'll soon provide updates on how this network begins to operate in practice and the real impacts for investors and users around the world.